Hello there! What is up, Doodlebug? How you doing? How you feeling? Feeling better? I'm feeling good. I got out of the city this weekend, I went up to the mountains, went snowboarding, transformed into a wolf, mauled a villager, got chased out by a mob, came back in human form, and I'm gonna do it again next month. Life is beautiful. Uploaded a new time-lapse video this last Monday. If you haven't seen it, it's stick figure art, which was awesome because it's different. The suggestion came from Rasputin's wingman. He said to draw a stick figure, and then I did, and then I added on more. Because I can't let things be simple, of course. It's been a while since I've done anything realistic or worked from a photo reference, so that was perfect. That's exactly what I needed. And you may or may not recognize the portrait in that picture is of the artist and illustrator Edward Gorey, who is one of my favorite artists, I would say. And that answers the second half of Millie's question from last week. Millie asked a two-parter question, to be fair. There are two different questions in that comment. And I completely forgot about the second part. But she asked, is there an artist or a person who's influenced you, blah, 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 blah. I did have to think about it, because anytime people ask me, oh, what's your favorite blah sort of question, my mind just blanks. What is your favorite YouTube video? I don't know. Do I even watch YouTube? No! Sneezing Panda! No! To answer your question, Millie, I think Edward Gorey is at the top of my influential list. I was first introduced to him through this book. I picked it up at the clearance rack of one of those giant Barnes & Noble bookstores or something like that. I was drawn to this insane cross-hatching that he does. It's just crazy. Lines, 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 lines. And it's very macabre but humorous, and I like it. You may have seen one of his more popular pieces, the Ghastly Crumb Tinies. The Ghastly Crumb Tinies? The Ghastly Crumb Tinies. It's basically an alphabet rhymey story about children dying. He was very Tim Burton before Tim Burton. Adjusting my hipster glasses. Question time! Transmission Dream asks, hello Mary. Have you ever gone through a phase where you just mess up every single drawing or painting you try to make? It seems like I'm going through this phase right now, and it's driving me crazy. Any advice, please? Much, much love from Morocco. Heart. Aloha, Morocco. Ooh, I feel your pain. I think anybody who does anything creative, like music and art and writing, you hit these blocks every now and then, and it's just so frustrating because it's not turning out the way you want it to, and you really need to get it finished because you have class in the morning or you have a deadline with a client. Ugh. Yeah, I feel you there. The best advice I can give is when you hit that point, take a step back and take a break and take a breather, which can be the hardest thing to do because if you're anything like me, you just want to push through it and triumph, but a lot of times you'll just end up making a mess and using all your paper and then having to go to bed mad. Ah! In high school, when I was taking art classes and you were working on that big project, everybody's frustrated and just trying to crank it out. The teacher would force us to stop halfway through class, get up, walk around the room, and look at what everybody else is doing. And after 5-10 minutes of that, you sit back down and you go back to your own thing. You come back with what she called fresh eyes. So I recommend, if you can, go out, go for a walk, read a book, watch a movie. If there's a cafe nearby with nice artwork on the walls, go check that out. If there's a museum, go spend a day at the museum. Come back with those fresh eyes and you'll see what you're working on with a slightly different perspective. And remember to go easy on yourself. We can be our harshest critic sometimes, and we don't realize what's working because we get so clouded with what's not working. If the internet has taught me one thing, it's that there are a lot of people out there who will criticize you in a heartbeat. You don't need to be one of them. Also, another thing that can help is just do a throwaway painting. Try something completely different, work in a medium you don't always use, try a color you've never touched, and make this painting or drawing that has no intention of being seen or shown to anyone. And if it turns out awesome, keep it, show it, share it. And if not, you can just stuff it under the couch. So yeah, that's my advice. Take a break, take a step back, and if at all possible, try something new. And don't stress over it, because you know, it's gonna be awesome no matter what. Because you're putting your soul into it. Business time! Hey, I got some specialness coming up next week. I'm doing a collaboration with Alex Iono. You may have seen a video of him earlier where he music bombed me. I'll put a link in the description to that one. So we did a collaboration in honor of Valentine's Day, which is something that's coming up next Wednesday, January 30th. I'm gonna be uploading that. And don't worry, I have a time-lapse video on Monday as well coming up. In fact, I'll give you a sneak peek. Shh. This is for Valentine's Day, and I'm taking that image and creating a t-shirt graphic as we speak, and that's gonna be the new t-shirt for February. And I've gotten so many requests and suggestions for prints from past videos. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the top 3 that keep popping up the most. I'm gonna make a poll on my Facebook page, so you can go check that out and vote for the print that you wanna see made available next. I'm putting links in the description below. And here's the doodle you suggested from last week. Sierra Whiskey 186 said, I demand a drawing of you pushing McGillicuddy around in a stroller through the farmer's market whilst wearing matching sweaters. This must be done! And done it was. Every week I'm going to do a video doodle based on the previous video, and the suggestions come from you. It can be a word, it can be a phrase, it could be something you see or hear, anything. Leave your suggestion in the comments below, and I'll doodle up a sketch and show it to you next week. If you have any questions for next week, you can leave them here or go to my Twitter and Facebook. Thank you very much for watching. Don't tell anybody what Monday's video is. I'll see you next week. Bye!